Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful week. So today I'm going to review Disney's Pop Century Resort, and I'm really excited to do this review. It's my absolute most favorite of the value resorts, and I want to just jump right into it. But before I do me a big favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below for more theme park content and hotel reviews. So what I really want to do for this review is jump right into talking about the rooms, because I think that's going to be the selling point for most people. But before I do that, I want to give a little bit of an overview and background on the resort itself, just so you know if this is the resort for you. So Pop Century is a value resort, and if you don't know this, there's 3 levels of resorts that you can stay at Walt Disney World. There's the values, the moderates, and the deluxes. So why would you stay here? Well, because it's a value resort, that means that there's going to be certain amenities that this resort won't have that other resorts might. So if you're the type of person that says, I'm at the resort just to sleep, and I'm going to be spending most of my time in the parks, then this is definitely the type of resort you're looking for. On the other hand, if you're going to Disney World and you expect great amenities at the hotel and you want a really nice resort to stay at, then this is really not the hotel you're looking for. I would recommend staying at a moderate resort or a deluxe resort. As an example, you can go check out my review of Port Orleans Riverside, which is by far the best moderate in my opinion. So moving on, let's talk about the rooms. They were recently renovated this past year, and I gotta say, I love these rooms. The old rooms were gross and worn out, and they really just haven't aged well over the past couple of years that this hotel has been open. It's not that old, but these new rooms are modern and bright and slick, and I love everything about them. So first of all, the beds themselves have now been upgraded from 2 double beds to 2 queen size beds. But even better, now one of those beds is a fold-out bed, and so when you walk in the room, it will be a table that you can then fold out if you need the additional bed space, which is perfect for couples that really don't need to waste that space with an additional bed. There's no more nightstand. The beds themselves are raised up, and you can fit plenty of storage underneath the beds as well. Another big issue that all of the old hotel rooms have been experiencing is the lack of outlets, first of all, because they were built in a time before smartphones and laptops and all of that. But the outlets themselves were really few and far between and wobbly and not reliable. They've completely changed that now, and they are everywhere, so that is not an issue at all. And the bathroom is so much better now. Instead of a curtain dividing, there is now a sliding door, which adds an extra element of privacy. There's no more tub. They've gotten rid of that and replaced it with a shower. The space on the side, it really felt like a wasted space before, and they've completely done away with that and replaced it with shelf space, which is much more efficient. I feel that these rooms are now very efficient in their use of space. Despite the fact that they're the same size and smaller than most rooms, I think they really do a great job of having the room feel much more like the size and quality of a deluxe resort. Okay, so now that I've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about the rest of the resort. The main theme of the resort is pop culture throughout the decades, and so it is divided into 5 sections, the 50s through the 90s. This resort is on the larger side. It is spread out across multiple buildings and multiple sections, and you do have to walk outside to get to your rooms. It is located in what Disney is calling the ESPN Wide World of Sports Resort area, which is basically another way of saying in the middle of nowhere. As is typical for the value resorts, it is not going to be particularly close to Epcot or Magic Kingdom, but one thing that is cool is the resort is located very close to Disney's Art of Animation. In fact, it is actually in walking distance, just a few steps away. The resort has 1 main pool and a kiddie pool in the central area, and then there are 2 quiet pools, a water play area, and a small playground for the kids. But because this is a value resort, there are no slides and, unfortunately, no hot tub. As for dining, there is a quick service food court in the central building, and then there is another bar by the pool. One thing that really disappointed us about the food court, the food is okay. It is not outstanding by any means, but even when you take into account that it is just a quick service location, there are other better locations across Walt Disney World for the same price. But the good news is that incidentally, Art of Animation has one of the best quick service food courts on Disney property, and that's only a few steps away. So if you want my advice, just go across the lake and eat at Art of Animation. Transportation. You will have to rely on some form of transportation to get to any point of interest in Disney. Of course, you can use your car, but as of 2018, parking now costs money, so if you're not paying for parking, you can use the bus system. Because the buses are free, this is an excellent way to save money on your Disney vacation. However, I highly recommend looking at my video about the buses to get some information first, because there's definitely some tricks and weird quirks about the bus system that you'll want to know before your vacation starts. One thing that's exciting is that in 2019, Pop Century is going to be included as part of the Disney Skyliner gondola system. So they're building a station directly in between Art of Animation and Pop Century, and they'll be included as part of the cable cars that connect Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and several other Walt Disney World resorts. This will be helpful in providing another transportation option that wasn't there before. So overall, I think Pop Century is a good value for the price. We personally went on the first weekend of September in 2018, and we paid around $120 per night. For a holiday weekend, that's not too bad, but you certainly could go cheaper with a good discount. But when the Disney Skyliner opens in 2019, that's going to jack up the price, like a lot. So if you like the rooms and you like what you've seen here, I'd recommend to go now before the price gets more expensive. These sort of millennial rooms, if you will, are the selling point for me. If you're looking to stay at a value resort, these rooms are cleaner and just overall a step up from any of the all-star resorts. The theming is a little bit more kid-oriented, and the resort doesn't have a whole ton of amenities to offer. So if you're curious as to how Pop Century compares to other Disney resorts, you can go ahead and check out my website for more written hotel reviews. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you thought it was helpful, and go ahead and subscribe for more Disney hotel reviews and theme park content. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite Disney hotel, and what would you like to see me review next? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.